Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing really well, having a great week so far. Today I'm doing a spring coming into summer favourites. I thought it'd be fun to just kind of sit down and have a chat about some of my favourite bits and bobs of late. I love watching these videos and picking up new products or new ideas of other people's favourites, so I thought I would share mine. I actually feel like I'm a bit close to the camera here. I'm just gonna shuffle back a little bit. Get myself a Diet Coke, get yourself a nice drink. It's kind of humid out today. It feels like, oh, the best noise. It feels like it could be a thunderstorm situation later on. I also have a little house guest this weekend, and it is Honey. If you've watched my channel for a while, you might have seen her before, but she's staying with us for the weekend. She is a Cavalier King Charles. I know a few of you love to see her, so here she is. She's such a good girl. We've been on a lovely walk this morning actually with Indy as well. She's just resting downstairs. So I'm going to start with some fashion pieces, and I just have to say the supermarkets lately, here in the UK at least, have really been up in their game. I've been so impressed by a lot of the things I've seen in George at Asda and Tesco recently. There are some really good pieces, so next time you're in store doing your shopping, make sure you check out their clothing sections as well. And the first of my fashion favourites is actually this jumpsuit that I have on now. This one is, I'll just stand up so you can see it a bit better, but this is from George at Asda. I got it recently, and it is a linen jumpsuit with lovely tied up arms there and a blaze across detail up here, and I have been loving this. It is so comfortable, practical, easy to wear. It's one of those throw-on things that also helps you feel a bit put together. I did do a little reel over on my Instagram of some other Asda new in bits and bobs, so I'll leave my socials down below if you'd like to go and have a look. I'll also try and link all of these items, or as many as I can find online, down in the description below if you'd like to look up anything. Now, one of the great things about this jumpsuit is that I've been able to either dress it up a little bit or dress it down to be a bit more casual if I'm just out and about. And I've actually been wearing this a lot with my Birkenstock dupes. So I mentioned these a while ago when I found them in TK Maxx. They're actually by Pull & Bear, but they were an absolute steal. I can't remember how much they were now, but they're basically the Birkenstock dupes, and they have been super comfortable. They're in this light stony beige colour, and yeah, they're just perfect to throw on and get out the door. I think for spring summer as well, I love these because they're closed toe, but they're open at the back, so you can just pop them on and you're on your way. They've got a lovely little buckle detail here as well, and I just think that if you're focusing on your wardrobe staples for the season, or you just want to get a few new bits and bobs, I think these are just such an essential. They would definitely be in mine. This is a high street purchase that I actually made just yesterday. I went shopping for some bits and bobs in Matalan and came across this lovely two-piece black and cream set. This is really gorgeous in a style that I've seen in a lot of high street stores, and I will also say that Matalan's holiday shop was really good. I was really impressed. If you are doing a shop for the whole family, you want to get your children's wear, women's wear, men's wear, everything under one roof in there. It's really good at the minute. So it is this lovely black and cream two-piece set. We've got the top here, which is like a kind of knitted woven texture, very nice with the off cream. I think that just elevates it a touch, and then the matching shorts, which kind of flare out a little bit at the bottom, and I also discovered when I tried these on, they have pockets, which is an absolute win, isn't it? If anything has pockets, it immediately is a win. But yeah, this is a really lovely set. I'm really glad that I picked this up now. And I was thinking to myself that this is going to be great to either wear together or as separates. And I was thinking, if you are going on holiday, if you are going on a city break, something like this would be great to pack, because you can wear it as a set or separates, mix and match and get your luggage allowance down as well. £15 for the top, and the bottoms were £12.50, and it feels really lovely quality. So yeah, this is absolutely a favourite of mine at the moment. I've been obsessed with this since I found it yesterday. You know, when you get something new and you just feel really good in it, and then you're thinking about all the different ways that you can style it and what you're going to wear with it and that kind of thing. That is definitely me. I feel like being on a postpartum journey, and it definitely has been, it is still a journey. I've been learning to dress and celebrate and love my new body since having Jonah. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of other mums and a lot of other people can relate to that. So I'm just really celebrating now when I find clothes that I feel good in and I can feel happy about and feel confident in them. On to a few beauty favourites. I have to mention the foundation and blush that I have on today, because this duo has just been my favourite. So they're both by Charlotte Tilbury. The first one is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and I just find that this gives me just such a lovely dewy finish. It feels lightweight, but it's buildable. And yeah, my skin, I'm definitely on a journey with my skin as well. I do have some acne scarring and things like that, the blemishes that we all have. But yeah, hopefully the camera is picking up. I just feel like it gives such a lovely set, and I am absolutely no makeup professional, but I feel like I can apply it and be happy with it, and a lot of other products sit really nicely on it as well, even if you don't have an amazing base, which I at the minute I'm working on. But yeah, I've been loving this one, and then also the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand. This one is in the shade Pink Pop, and it is the shade that I have on now. I feel like it's very bright, but I hope you can pick up the colour tone of it. This is what the packaging looks like, but again, this is a lovely product. I quite like to pop a bit quite high up, a little touch across the nose, and I've even been putting a touch up here near the brow bone, which I feel like has just sort of opened and raised everything a bit, if that makes sense. But yeah, two products here I've absolutely been loving for a little while, and I feel like for springtime the tone of these together is just beautiful. You'll have probably seen me talk about this before, because I am in love with this product. I have just not found anything that matches it to the level of quality and endurance yet. If I put this on, it just lasts forever and just really does the job. Is the Clarins Lip Comfort Oil. I usually pick it up in this tiny size, but they do have bigger sizes. I like to be able to carry it around in my purse or my handbag, whatever I'm using when I'm out and about. But this is something I just constantly repurchase, and I have done for years. I suffer with dry lips quite regularly, but this is just a lifesaver. It's so comforting, but it also feels nourishing without being like super heavy and sticky. Yeah, I usually like to pop a little swipe of this on when I sit down to do my makeup, just when I'm getting started, when I'm applying my base and moisturiser, that kind of thing, and then it can just sit there for a few minutes and just work its magic. So yeah, absolutely have to mention this one in my favourites. Moving into a few hair bits and bobs, I, for the last few months I think, discovered a new brand of shampoo, conditioner, hair care products, and it is Grow Gorgeous. I get mine usually from Look Fantastic, but they are stocked in various other places. And this range I have been loving. I was drawn in initially because there were so many reviews about how great it smells and how amazing your hair smells after using it. And I can completely 100% say that is very true. I love the smell of my hair after using this, but also it's just given me like a very healthy feel. I have bleached hair. It goes through a lot of drying and heat processes. I blow dry almost all the time because it's very thick, and if I don't, it will still be wet the next day. And I feel like this range has just really helped to just give me a healthy feel back to the hair. These are the ones that I'm currently using at the moment. So it's the shampoo and conditioner. These are the sensitive ones for soothed, moisturised, healthy looking hair. I just got the shampoo and conditioner here. So if you do have some sensitivity, I would definitely recommend these. I've really enjoyed using these so far. It says a few of the ingredients on the back and explains that it helps to calm and reduce the appearance of scalp redness, leaves your scalp feeling deeply nourished with a healthy looking shine. The volumizing shampoo and conditioner comes in, I think, a purple bottle, which I loved as well. And then I also got this dinky little tester here from them, and this is the Balance Fibre Sealing Split Ends Treatment. Now this one, you just pop a small amount on the ends, run through the mid-lengths, and I have noticed when it's coming up to my haircut or even hair wash day, this has just helped to just make things look a little bit more polished, a bit more finished. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that, and I'll probably repurchase this. As the weather has been getting a little bit nicer lately, I've been trying to just let my hair air dry a little bit. But like I said, it is very thick, and sometimes if I don't apply some kind of heat, it will just still be wet the next day, which is great. But one of my favourite things to use has been this Revlon hairbrush. So it basically works by blowing hot air through the brush roller at the top here, and it basically is just like a hairbrush, a round brush, and if you'd have your hairdryer here usually, it's basically just like those two things in one. But I've been loving it for letting my hair dry a little bit and then using this to kind of finish it off and blow dry. So if you also have long hair or thick hair, and you're looking for something like this, I'd really recommend the Revlon brush. I've found that it just kind of smooths my hair out nicely, and if I want to blow dry it, I would usually have to blow dry it and then straighten, but with this one I found that I can just blow dry it and it will blow dry nice, smooth and straight. And if you want to, you can use it to put a little curl in there as well, which I've done before, and give that blowed out effect. I do find that that works better if you apply some product first, like a volumizing mousse or something. But yeah, I had to mention this one. I've been really enjoying using that. I also wanted to chat about a few health things that I have been loving. So one of my favourite ways to exercise is doing yoga, and I recently returned to hot pod yoga. I went to the branch in Sheffield, and I forgot what a favourite thing of mine it is to do. I used to go to hot pod yoga years ago, and don't get me wrong, this session was definitely harder than I remember. Probably since becoming a mum, I haven't exercised as much as I used to, but I just absolutely loved it. If you've never heard of it or never tried it, hot pod yoga is basically a pod that you sit inside of, and then it gradually increases in temperature throughout the session, and it just allows you to get a bit of a deeper stretch, and I personally find it very relaxing. It relaxes my muscles. It doesn't get so hot for me that it is uncomfortable. Just love it. I just find it blissful and very relaxing. So I went to a hot pod yoga session very recently and just had the best time. So if you've never done something like that, I'd really recommend you try it out and see what you think. And then I've also been really loving and really enjoying our dog walks lately. As the weather has been getting a bit lighter later, we have been doing more walks in the evening, which I've really enjoyed. And I just think that one of the joys of having dogs is that it can give you the confidence to explore different parks or different sort of country walks and things that you might not usually do if you were on your own. So I've been loving doing that, and yeah, I've just really enjoyed spending time with the dogs. I feel like spending time with animals anyway. Actually, I'm sure there's like a scientific thing behind it, but spending time with our dogs just brings me so much happiness, and it just makes me feel calm. And I think because there's nothing to do with screens, no screen time, it just helps me to be present and to just be in the moment instead of worrying about anything else. I've been really enjoying our dog walks recently. A few TV finds that me and Grant have been loving. First of all, it is the return of Clarkson's Farm. Now, when we first started watching this, I wasn't 100% into it. I wasn't sure if it was for me, but as the seasons have gone on, I love this show now. It is so funny. Like, last night we were watching it and I was just sat in hysterics. I just think some of the scenes are just so brilliant and so funny, and I love how it's shining a light on British farming. And even though it's comical, I've learned so much about British farming, and I just have a new appreciation for how hard it is for our farmers. I just had no idea beforehand of a lot of the things that they go through, but if you want something that's quite light-hearted still and funny, I would recommend checking that one out and watching that. I also just think Caleb is brilliant. He has me in hysterics. He's so funny. If you've watched it, let me know down below. It's no secret that I love anything to do with home renovations, home updates, organising, all of that kind of thing. And Stacey Solomon has managed to roll some of my favourite things into a couple of shows that she has out at the minute, and I've been loving them. The first one is Sort Your Life Out, in which Stacey and a team help different families across the country to organise all of their belongings in their house. They take everything out of the house into a huge warehouse, sort it out, organise it, and then pop it back in an organised way so that the family can enjoy their home again. And I just find it so heartwarming to hear some of the stories, and just so satisfying to see the process happening. I just love it. She's also got a show, what's it called? Renovation Rescue. So she's got a show out called Renovation Rescue, where she helps families and couples who are in the midst of a huge renovation to their home. She helps them out with different DIY ideas and that kind of thing. And again, that is another light-hearted TV show that I've been loving watching. Finally, I've got a couple of random home bits and bobs. So the first one is very random, but it has made a big difference. It is these tissue box holders that I actually got from Poundland. I saw them in there, part of their Pep & Co home range a while ago, and I think I now have 3 of these, but they just have the little strip underneath for you to pop your tissue box in, and I just love the look of them. They're like this faux leather look. I got this one in black, but they do also have cream as well. And yeah, they had a really lovely range in Pep & Co with all bits like this. So yeah, I just think that just makes me happy seeing that instead of the tissue box. Yeah, really enjoy those. Then if you Then if you saw my recent shop with me and haul, I needed to get a new photo album, and I had my eye on one from the range. And when I went back, they still had it in stock, which I was really happy about. But it is this gorgeous linen bound photo album. It just has an embossed bit on the front here where it says photos. It's very nice and simple, which I love. So when we went to Malta last year, I took a disposable camera, and I got the photos developed, so I needed an album to start popping everything in. I love that it has the little lines next to it, so I can go through and write notes about what we were doing or where the photo was taken, that kind of thing. So yeah, loved this one from the range, and I think this was literally about £5. Such a good price for it. So they were all my current favourite bits and bobs. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video with me. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments below if you have any particular favourites or anything that you're loving at the moment. But this is your sign to do something nice for yourself today. Take care of yourself, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.